back again. Sipho Mnyakeni here. Masterclass in public speaking. We're talking today about 10 essentials of public speaking. This is also known as speaking competencies. How do you measure if a speech makes the standard? How do you measure if a speech meets the standard? Your speech, okay, will apply to other speeches as we go on. But the speech that you have done or are preparing to do, how do you measure if it meets the standard? I'm going to venture out 10 essentials. Number one, appropriate topic. Is the topic appropriate? Is the topic appropriate? Like, are you talking about the right topic to the right people? Is the occasion fine for that topic? You cannot be a one-topic speaker that the only thing you can talk about are 5 ways to make money. It's a good topic, I'm sure. But you can't go to a funeral as a speaker and your topic is 5 ways to make money. And go to a wedding, 5 ways to make money. And you go to a meeting of students who are hungry and who are trying to organize themselves, 5 ways to make money. No, your topic must be appropriate. You can align your theme and put a topic aligning to the audience. 5 ways to make money. At the funeral, the one who passed away gave me a lesson I'll never forget about how to make money. You see, the topic is that the one who passed away, but you remain within your theme. I think the danger is when we try to become experts in one topic until we don't make sense anymore to many audiences that we have to address. The second essential is engaging introduction. You see, as a speaker, you must formulate an introduction that makes the audience understand what you're going to talk about. Your intro must be strong. You can't say, I'll get them later. If there's anything you really have to practice and prepare for, is your introduction, because it will make or break you. Did you introduce your topic? Did you make us want to listen to you? Number 3, you need to have well-supported ideas. You see, a talk is not only, hashing facts without sense. So whatever point you raise, support it to make it easy. Have a point, support it 1, 2, 3. Point number 2, support it 1, 2, 3. That's the easiest way of organizing a talk. If you do that, then your audience is aware what you're talking about. They are following you. And you're able at the end to say, now, ladies and gentlemen, before I sit down, I'd like to confirm with you that what I've been saying meets the standards of your expectation. We don't want to go there because 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want to go to school because 1, 2, 3, 4. We want new shoes because 1, 2, 3, 4. Every point you raise must be supported by some form of evidence. And there must be transitions and signposts to help your speech to flow. What is that? Transition, when you move from one point to another, you must link to the previous point. You don't just change. You don't just change topics when you're talking about what was happening in the bedroom when you were burying your mother, and the next thing you're talking about the after part. There must be a transition from, okay, how did we get here? People must not ask, how did we get there? You must give them that answer even before they ask. And there must be signposts. Each point must leave us with something, so that our mind can remember what we are talking about. Sometimes it's catchphrases. Sometimes it's just a quick recap of what we are saying. So number 3, your speech must be well organized. It must be clear. And that's the power of preparation. You see, some people think they are good speakers, yet they don't prepare. They say, give me an audience, I'll get them. I'm sorry. If you do not prepare as a speaker, it shows. And I think as a speaker who's paid, it might affect you because your audience knows that this person didn't prepare. Of course, some people think they've reached a point where they don't need to prepare. I understand there are impromptu opportunities where you are called to speak just now then you can quickly organize yourself. And it's impossible to do that if you have not developed that habit. If you are not in the habit of organizing yourself, once you go impromptu, you go to Durban, you go to Natal, you go to Cape Town in the same taxi at the same time. And that's confusion. Number 4, when you close, you must close with a conclusion. A closure that doesn't have a conclusion is confusing. It's like a movie when you're asking, is it over? So your conclusion is basically you summarizing what you have said, not rehashing it, but summarizing, telling them. Someone once said, have something to say it, and sit down. Have something to say it and sit down. Put another way, it's like this. When you go to speak to an audience, tell them what you're going to say. That's your introduction. Say what you told them you will say. That's the body. Tell them what you just said. That's your conclusion. That's the closure in your conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about 4 reasons why I will not pay tax. Oh, really? You won't pay tax? And people are like, we gotta hear this. And you give them the reasons. And then as you close, you say, my reason for not paying tax is solid and sound, as I've shown you with these four facts. Number 6, clear and vivid language. Language is a tool of the speaker. You cannot be a speaker unless you master language. Whatever language you decide to use, work on your mastery of that language. You cannot lack vocabulary as a speaker. If you are a speaker who speaks in isiZulu, be a good isiZulu speaker. Let listeners hear new words, not hard words, new words. You must be able to simplify the complicated as a speaker. Your language must be clear and vivid. As I said in another video, nice is not so nice. Avoid nice and use words that get people to feel and experience your presentation. Number 7, your vocal expressions must be suitable for the talk that you are giving. Use your vocal expressions to engage the audience. And those must be natural. Avoid fillers. We have fillers. We love fillers. A filler is okay when it's a filler, but it becomes a problem if it now becomes constant in your talk. I want to explain something to you that now you've already said 3 M's in 2 sentences. How many M's are you going to have? For others, it's a weakness. And we're not going to say it's okay because you're used to it. No, work it out of your system. Stop saying Some fillers are like. Avoid those things consciously. In your practice, every time you say hit yourself or whatever punishment you give yourself, until you get a point where you don't know why you don't say anymore. I grew up in church, and there's a filler that's used in church a lot. It's say Amen Bazalon, Amen Bazalon. Amen Bazalon is supposed to be a filler to feel that your audience is with you, which is okay. Amen Bazalon. You say a point, then you say Amen Bazalwane. Now, your Amen Bazalwane is checking if they got the point. That makes sense. But it becomes ridiculous when it becomes Amen Bazalwane, Amen. I greet you, Amen Bazalwane, Amen. In the name of Jesus, Amen Bazalwane. Now it becomes a redundant filler. While we are thinking what to say, you put in Amen Bazalwane. So all those things, let's get rid of them. We all have some filler that we are addicted to. Let's get rid of it. Especially if it becomes a lot in your speech, it can get quite irritating. And then number 8, corresponding nonverbals. As you speak, there are things that you do not speak that you do. Your eye contacts, facial expressions. As you talk about something that you really loved, a little smile comes on your face. As you talk about anger that you felt when the police were shooting at you, it shows. And your gestures, though they must not be too much, but they must support what you are doing. You pushed them away and you invited them in. And it was far. All those things help the listener to be in the zone with you, because it's not easy just to listen to it. So have non-verbal behavior that corresponds to what you're saying. Avoid distracting mannerisms. There are mannerisms that we do. As much as we've got fillers, verbal fillers, there are non-verbal fillers. Have you seen speakers who speak and constantly do this, do some things just to appease themselves because they are in a very strange land on stage? No, avoid those. Consciously avoid them. Eye contact is another way where your non-verbal communicate a message to the audience. If the stage is big and you go to the back of the stage away from the audience, you're communicating a message of, guys, I don't want to be here. What I find is that if the stage is big, I get closer to the audience, closer to the tip of the stage. That's where I want to be. I want people to know that I'm with them. I'm not up there a better person, but I'm with them to have a conversation with them. Number 9, your speech must be adapted to the audience. Again, we are repeating what we said last time. You must successfully adapt it to the audience. Know your audience. Some speeches are good, but they're presented to wrong audiences. Number 10, carve a call to action. Most speeches, especially persuasive speeches, you need to leave them with a bang. People must know why they were sitting for an hour listening to you. They must be able to answer the question, how is the speech transforming their lives? Thank you very much.